No, Mike Johnson is the new speaker. Mike Johnson from Louisiana has been elected to see the House floor as he walks through. And then there was the speech from Johnson. He gets that position with the full support of his Republican caucus, something that none of the other speaker candidates have even come close to achieving. So, yes, indeed, a new Speaker of the House. Let's start there, and we'll get to all those other stories that I mentioned. Mike Viqueira is the NewsNation Washington bureau chief with the latest on the Speaker being chosen and how guided Mike Johnson ends up with the gavel. How did it come together, Mike?
Well, here we have a lawyer, a former college professor from Shreveport, Louisiana. He's been in Congress since 2017 and relatively unknown. And Connell, that's perhaps one of the biggest things that he had going for it. That together with his conservative bona fides. And after all of the sturm and drang over the course of the last 22 days, remember, it was 3 weeks ago yesterday that a band of conservatives, Kevin McCarthy called them the Crazy Eight, rose up to depose him as Speaker of the House and take that gavel from his hands. There have been a lot of fits and starts, as everybody knows at this point. And the Groundhog Day jokes can stop as of just about an hour ago when Mike Johnson took to the Speaker's rostrum in the House of Representatives, made a speech about his policy priorities, tried to sound conciliatory and yet very foursquare behind conservative principles, and then took the oath of office as the Speaker of the House. And now comes the hard part for Mike Johnson, because looming is a November 17th deadline to continue to fund the government either on a long-term basis over the course of the next 12 months or on a short-term basis until Republicans and Democrats can sort out their differences and pass a longer-term bill to fund the government. There's also the pending bill that is about to be sent up by the White House to the Capitol, $106 billion the president wants to aid Israel in its time of need after the horrific terrorist attacks by Hamas. Also, Ukraine, the president wanting upwards of $60 billion after already giving Ukraine $46 billion in its fight against Russia in its east. Also for Taiwan, and also to the southern border. So those are major issues in front of Mike Johnson as he tries to heal a fractious Republican caucus after 3 weeks of internal battles. He emerges victorious, a compromise candidate, not the lightning rod that previous candidates like Jim Jordan were, and that perhaps was in his favor, but certainly as conservative as just about anybody else in the House of Representatives.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.